Hey, everybody. Thanks. We're here to talk to you about some of the cool stuff that's happening this spring around the pipeline industry. Monique?
Absolutely. We're super stoked. Thank you so much, Jeff, for joining me today. We have a quick video to give you a heads up about a few changes that are going to be pretty awesome here this spring for ERGIS and the Spring Forum. So I've asked Jeff to join me because there's a couple of changes that are happening with ERGIS this year and quite a few changes that are happening with the PODS Spring Forum. So Jeff, do you want to walk us through the new dates for ERGIS coming up?
Absolutely. So ERGIS this year is going to be on May 18th to the 20th. So it starts a little later in the year. It used to be in April. We're in May now. And we're actually starting on a Monday, where if you've been to the conference before, it used to go kind of Tuesday to Thursday. So the format, other than the date shift and starting on a Monday, is pretty much the same. We have the half-day plenary on day one. Then we'll have the pipeline keynote after lunch. And then we go right into user sessions for the rest of that afternoon, and then the entire day on the second day, and overlap the conferences a little bit. If you remember, we used to have pods on Monday. Now we're going to shift that to day 3 of ERGIS. So Monique, what's happening on your side of the fence on that day 3?
It's really exciting. So day 3 of ERGIS is going to be day 1 of the Pod Spring Forum. So day 1 of the Pod Spring Forum is going to be in the Pipeline Track Room 320 at ERGIS. And we're going to kick off at 10 a.m. And we're going to do the regular PODS Forum. We're just going to have it at a different location. So we're super grateful that Esri's donated the space to us at the George R. Brown. And we're going to fill up that room. It's going to be awesome. So the whole day, we're going to be there. We're going to have lunch at ERGIS. And it's really going to be great because we're going to be able to commingle with a lot more people than we would have traditionally at the Spring Forum when we had it before ERGIS started. And then that evening, that afternoon, we're going to adjourn at 3 o'clock. We're going to then have our operators only session. And then starting at 5 at the hearsay, same as last year, we're going to start with our pod social, and also the dinner. Then the next morning, and I do want to note too that we're going to have a discounted rooming block rate at the Embassy Suites again this year for the whole week. So if you're attending ERGIS and PODS, you're going to have that there. And so we're on day 2, we're going to start at 8 in the morning at the Embassy Suites, and it's going to be day 2 of the PODS Spring Forum. So this is really cool, Jeff. I don't think we've ever done 2 days of PODS events before. So we're really excited about that. And we're going to end our day 2 with our luncheon, that same as what we had last year, with the Texas Railroad Commission and PHMSA joining us for that luncheon to talk to us about all of the upcoming regulations. So here's how it works. So you're wanting to go to ERGIS, of course. So if you get a pass to ERGIS, the full pass, you're going to have access to day 3 of ERGIS, which is day 1 of the Spring Forum for PODS. If you are just going to be coming to PODS, ERGIS is going to have a PODS pass where you can come just to day 3 of ERGIS to come to the PODS event. And then, of course, all of our PODS members get access to all of our events, including Esri, who's our principal partner. So they'll be joining us at the social as well as on day 2 of the PODS Spring Forum. So with that, Jeff, you guys have a great agenda. I've gotten a sneak peek of what's going to be happening at ERGIS this year. Any other notes that you want to give the group about what's going to be happening?
No, other than we had a really strong turnout for papers, probably the strongest I've ever had. We usually have to go and kind of solicit some to close the gap. We actually had more than we had speaking spots for. So we were able to really pick the best of the best this year. So we're really excited about that. I think the other bonus for folks that are attending maybe just day 3 is we're also going to have the ArcGIS Pipeline User Group meeting in the morning just before PODS. So you'll also be able to tag along to that as well. And if you're an APR customer or you're thinking about moving to APR, you can come and talk to other customers that are using those tools as well. So kind of bonus there. And if you're coming for the whole event, it doesn't overlap. So you can go to the user group meeting in the morning and then slide right over to PODS starting at 10 a.m. So basically Monday to Thursday are going to be our days, and we'll have a full pipeline week down there in Houston. Should be fun.
It's going to be great. And there are very few spots, if any, left on the expo floor for the ERGIS. So please, if you want to get a spot, please do so early and often. And then, of course, we're going to be highlighting all of our pod sponsors on day 3 ERGIS / day 1 PODS, as well as at the Embassy Suite. So You're going to get more information from us on how to register for both with the links to everything. We're going to try to make it as seamless as possible. And again, we're super excited to be able to do this working collaboratively together. We think it speaks volumes to our great working relationship and Esri being our principal partner. So we'll see you guys
100%.
in May in Houston, right, Jeff?
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks.